So, kita boleh start ke?
Boleh.
Boleh? Okay, saya ada moderator. Moderator saya kenalkan. Ni ya. Okay. Alright. Boleh? Boleh dah awam. Teruskan.
Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Bersama kembali kita dalam ANSARA Muda Higher Education Talk series untuk tajuk hari ini iaitu Taklimat Program Asasi Kolej Mara. Eloklah kita memulakan majlis kita dengan umur kitab Al-Fatihah. Ingin saya ucapkan terima kasih kepada rakan strategi ANSARA Taiping iaitu Unit Bimbingan dan Kaunseling MRSM Taiping, Amas Media, TNF Energy Sdn Berhad dan Outpost Taiping. Hari ini kita bersama dengan Puan Norhaskiza binti Hassan dan Puan Syafeeza binti Zainol iaitu Pensyarah Kolej Mara Kuala Nerang. Tanpa membuang masa, saya menjemput Puan Norhaskiza dan Puan Syafeeza untuk meneruskan sesi taklimat program Asasi Kolej Mara. Dipersilakan.
Okay. Alright. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. First of all, I would like to express our sincerest gratitude to the Counseling and Guidance Unit Cikgu Aisyah, to ANSARA Muda, for conducting a very wonderful program, and I'm sure it's very meaningful to all students of MRSM Taiping. Okay, thank you to the moderator. Okay, and I wish a blessed Friday to all future students of KMKN. Okay, and to all viewers. Okay, so today what we're gonna do, we are gonna explain to you about Kolej Mara Foundation programs. Okay, so I'm gonna start sharing my screen now. Okay, so hopefully that everybody can see clearly, yeah? All right. Okay, so let's start. Okay, so Kolej Mara Foundation program started last year. Okay, and this year would be the second year of this program. Okay, and as you can see there, yes, we want, if possible, all our students to be from respected schools or Mara colleges. Okay, or MRSM, sorry. Okay, moving on. Okay, so before that, let me introduce my team. Okay, so my team today is we have Miss Kiza, Miss Norhaskiza, and Mr. Sirhan, okay, who will be entertaining your questions in the chat box. So if you have any questions during the presentation, please fire away. So we will have our representative to respond to your questions in the chat box, okay, and also myself, okay, and we'll be teaming up to explain to you about this wonderful program, okay. Now, moving on, we would like to extend our heartiest congratulations to all SPM achievers, batch Endeavour 2020. Well done. I heard that you did really well. Okay, and SPM is of course the stepping stone for you to have a brighter future. Okay. Now, after SPM, what are your next steps? Okay, so it's not relaxing. Okay, you have to start thinking about your future. Okay, you have to start thinking of what you wanted to achieve in life. Okay, so today we will help you in that sense. Okay. All right. So there are a few steps that you need to do. Okay. The first one is you need to understand your personality. Okay. So I think it's typical for us to do the psychometric test for us to understand the type of personality that you have. Okay. Um, and then I think by now you know your own self. Okay. And then you need to also decide your interest. Okay. It is very important because it will affect your career path in the future. Okay. The decision that you make in which area you want to study will have, you know, it will be a continuous effect of the future. Okay. So you need to know your interest, whether it's in business, whether it's in science, or whether it's in engineering. Okay. For these two parts, you need to discuss very closely with your family members. Okay. So they will have opinion, but then make sure that in the end you decide for yourself because you are going to live your life, right? Okay, now next, choose your educational pathway. Okay, and the last point is estimate your budget. Okay, now for today, you are lucky because we are here to help you for the third point and for the fourth point. Okay, so we're gonna help to choose. We're gonna help you choose your educational pathway. All right, and we're gonna also look at your budget because it is undeniable that when you wanted to pursue education, it requires cost. Okay, and then in terms of budgeting, the higher you study or the further you go, it's gonna be more expensive. All right, so you need to decide your educational pathway, whether you wanted to go for STPM, whether you wanted to go for A levels, whether you wanted to go for Australian matriculation or IB program or matriculation, okay, or foundation program. So we are enlightening you today about foundation programs, especially College Mara foundation programs. Okay, and then in terms of budget, you need to understand whether you wanted to apply for scholarship or you wanted to apply for loan. Okay, I think it is understandable that getting a scholarship is very scarce and you're gonna fight with many candidates, okay, to fight for scholarships because it's very limited. Okay, and then the next option that you have is education loan. Okay, but then this is not a bad choice either. All right. Okay, so moving on to the future. Okay, let's look at the future in 2025. Okay, there are going to be 97 million new jobs. All right, and you can see that all the new jobs, it's moving towards automation. Okay, it's no longer service based or people based. Um, jobs. Okay, so as you can see below, 85 million jobs are going to be displaced and it's going to be replaced with automation. So what you have to do in this sense is that to think strategically and to understand what are the demands of the future. Okay, if not, you will be you will be considered irrelevant to the future, meaning after you finish studying it will be difficult for you to find employment. Okay, so I think if you are able to understand your needs and also the needs of or the demands of working sector in the future, that would be very helpful for you to decide your educational pathway. All right, and I'm sure the counselor has explained to you a lot. Okay, and I understand that since your batch is a very special one, because you only study for like 4 months at school and the rest are done at home, right? Okay, so I think that is automation, meaning you have your own way of learning. Okay, all right. Okay, now moving on to Mara Foundation Program. Okay, now I'm gonna explain to you what are our winning points, our selling points. Okay, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 altogether. Okay, the first one Tuition fees, food, accommodations are sponsored by MARA. I think this is typical for MRSM. Okay, and you will also obtain monthly allowance of 100 ringgit. Okay, and then you are only paying you are going to pay registration fees, which are very affordable for 2 semesters. I think that accumulated not more than 1,000 ringgit. Okay, as compared to the other registration fees that you have to pay at other institutions. Okay, and then the third one is you are going to get reimbursements of flight fares for Sabah and Sarawak students 2 times. One is when you register for the program, and the other one is when you have completed the program. Okay, and then the third one is the budget part that I talked to you earlier. Okay, you're gonna get convertible MARA Edu loan for undergraduate studies upon completing the foundation studies with a CGP of 3.0. Okay.
Excuse me, Madam Pija.
Yes.
Can you please resume the slide? Tak berapa nampak the whole info.
Macam mana?
Kecilkan sikit.
How? Sorry, Sihan, I'm not. I don't understand because this one is by PowerPoint.
Okay. Alright. Okay, proceed. Thank you.
Okay, all right. So convertible MARA EduLane. Okay, so I think this is very achievable when you enter our foundation studies with only a CGP of 3.0, and you can proceed to your degree program with a confirmed MARA EduLane. Okay, and then this MARA EduLane for only for foundation program when you further studies in degree programs from our Asasi program, and the SES wouldn't be considered. Okay, so everybody it's gonna get. It doesn't matter whether you come from P20 or B40. Okay. All right, and then the next one is guaranteed university placement. Okay, so this is very exclusive. Okay, and I don't think any other foundation programs has this. Okay, so when we say guaranteed university placement, okay, so it's basically when you are able to make your own choice and you decide which university that you're going to study from the beginning. Okay, so when you register for the foundation program, you will see what are the list of courses and which university that you want to go. Okay, this will be explained to you after this. Okay, and then you choose which university that you want to go. Okay, and then by entering our foundation program, you will be labeled as foundation engineering technology UTM, foundation in science MAHSA, foundation in business UniKL. Okay, so you are given a specific university already and you are guaranteed a placement there. Okay.
Dan Syafeeza, saya minta maaf saya. Memang tak boleh resume sebab tak nampak lah tipe
Oh, tak nampak
cuba keluar je daripada
Pija, you tak payah buat full screen, Pija.
yes.
Okay.
Okay, you tak payah buat full screen. You buat screen yang biasa, yang ada slide-slide yang kat tepi tu.
Okay, I stop sharing dulu ya. Sorry.
Okay, tak apa. Tak apa, take your time. It's okay.
Macam ni ke?
Kecilkan lagi, Pija. Kalau 100% jadikan 80 ke.
Macam ni?
Sikit lagi. Enjak ke kiri sikit. Atau cuba kecilkan lagi. Okey, ni cantik.
Macam ni okey?
Ya.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Alhamdulillah. Okay.
Susah lah tak ada technical team ni.
Okay.
Okay, continue ya. Tak ada. Salah. Macam tu, okay. Alright, okay. So, I'll continue balik. So, when we talk about guaranteed university placement ni, meaning you're gonna get the specific the university of your choice. So, you choose nak pergi Taylor's College, Taylor's University, UCSI. It depends on from which foundation program that you choose, and then which cluster that you're gonna choose, and then there will be a list of universities. Okay. Alright, moving on to the next one. Okay, so we have Kolej Mahara Foundation clusters, not related to COVID. Okay, don't worry. Alright. The first one is Foundation in Business. The second cluster is Foundation in Engineering and Technology. Sorry, wrong spelling there. And the other one is Foundation in Science. Okay. While I'm here. Okay. All right, so we have our 3 clusters there. So these are the main clusters in Kolej Mahara Kuala Nerang. Okay, for program Asasi Kolej Mahara Kuala Nerang, we offer all these 3 programs. Okay, now in terms of field of study, Ms. Kiza, would you like to continue?
Sure.
Okay.
Right, so Assalamualaikum and good morning, everybody. Okay, thank you to all for joining. And again, congratulations on your SPM results. However it may be, okay, you have done your best, so you should rejoice in it, okay? Right, so the first thing is Foundation in Business. We have quite a few courses that you could join if you are truly interested in this one. The first one would be Marketing, Business and Management. This one is still a little bigger because we cannot see the full screen yet, I think. Yeah, okay, better. Right, so under Marketing, Business and Management, we have a lot here, okay? So we're just going to breeze through. I think that Sirhan has already put in the link where you can go later to study all these courses in details, okay? So the first one is Business Management, and then Marketing Management, International Business Management, Economics, Logistic Management, Supply Chain Management, Mass Communication, Advertising and Brand Management, Public Relations, E-Business Management. And then for those who like to go for Accounting and Finance, of course we have Accounting, and then we have Banking and Finance, and then we have Actuarial Science, Risk Management, Financial Technology, Islamic Banking and Finance, and Financial Engineering. Okay. Right. Next, the third field would be. Okay, Madam Peter, please. Oh, okay. That's it for Foundation in Business. Now we move on to Foundation in Engineering and Technology. For this one, because basically we are the pioneer for FET, we call it. This program is, the short form is FET. So there are more courses offered for this one. Okay, so the first one is Engineering and Environment. We have Electrical and Electronics, Telecommunication Engineering, Chemical, Petroleum, Mechanical, Robotics and Automation, Mechatronic, Civil and also Environmental. Okay, later on the requirements for these courses will be shown later, yeah? Don't worry. Right, and then we also have IT and Computer Science, right? Do you want me to go one by one or you can just see from the slide? Can anybody please respond?
These are the automation courses which are going to be highly in demand. Best tau.
Most especially because 5 years in the future when you have finished, supposedly you have finished your study, these jobs would be offered to you. There are many openings in this field. Okay. Right, I think we have done browsing through. Okay, number 3, we have creative design. Okay, for those with creative mind and would like to join multimedia design. Okay, so this is your course. And of course, aside from that, we have animation. Okay, next, we have build professionals, specifically under quantity surveying. Yeah? Okay, for foundation in science, we offered medical science, except for medic, pharmacy, dentistry. The rest are here. Yeah? And also veterinary. Yeah? We have biomedical science and then physiotherapy, which is quite popular right now and high in demand. We have medical imaging, genetic engineering, and also psychology. And then number 2 is also interesting, food security, right? Under food security, we have food science with nutrition, biotechnology, aquatic marine science.
Okay, so that will be all for the field of study. All right, so moving on to the requirement.
Okay, so this is the minimum requirement, okay? Minimum requirement for foundation and business. Basically, you need to have 2 A-, 1 in Bahasa Melayu. The second one is for mathematics. And then you need to have B for English. And then B for any 4 subjects, aside from the one stated above. And then, of course, you have to pass history. Okay, and these are the list of universities that you can choose from. Yeah, we have UniKL, we have MMU, we have Uni10, we have UCSI, Taylor's University, UNITA, and also Asian Pacific University. Right. So for those who like to go for foundation in business, here are where you're going to end up with later on in the future. Okay. Next, for foundation in engineering and technology, okay, it's quite similar. You need to have A- at least for Bahasa Melayu, and then A- again for mathematics, and 4 Bs for English, either physics or chemistry, additional maths, or any 2 other subjects. And then, of course, yeah, pass the history paper. All right, and here are the list of the universities. University Malaysia Pahang, UniKL, MMU, UCSI, Uni10, Taylor's Universities, UTM, and EBU. Okay. And lastly, for foundation in science, right? A- in Bahasa Melayu and mathematics, English B, B also for either biology, chemistry, or physics, and any 3 subjects. Okay, and pass history. Okay, I would like to make something very clear here, because if let's say you decided to choose the university and the course, you have to make sure that the course that you would like to take is offered at that particular university, because once you have chosen the university, you cannot change later on. Okay, so think carefully what you are interested in, whether you meet the qualification requirement, and whether the course is offered at that specific university. And this will be decided later when you come to KMKN. Okay, so you know for sure already which university you're going to go to after 1 year in KMKN. All right. Okay, for foundation in science students, you would go to one of these, UniKL, MSU, MASA, UCSI, Taylor's Universities, or Asia Pacific University. All right, any questions so far? I think that Sirhan is handling the question in the chat box there. Anybody would like to ask me or Madam Pija directly? Go ahead, yeah. No
I
problem.
think like I think like students may wonder why foundation College Mara Foundation clusters, oh sorry, why College Mara Foundation studies we choose many private universities. Okay, so I have this question too. Okay, why not public universities? Okay, for me comparing private universities and government universities or comparing private universities and public universities is like comparing apple and oranges. Each has its own benefits. Okay, and for your information, if you go to QS university rating, okay, the universities that Mara chose for you for our foundation program are the top rated universities like UCSI and Taylor's College. Okay, so those are renowned and recognized universities. Okay, and for me, when you go to private colleges and you're gonna get full education loan, so why worry? Okay, so and then I think in terms of facilities, you can compare facilities. You can go to their websites or YouTube videos and you can see the facilities or the college environment. Okay, of course it's going to be different from public universities. Okay, so I think Mara has made wonderful choices to have to join venture with these private universities. Okay, so in terms of accreditation, there shouldn't be a problem because from what I have seen, many ANSARA from Taiping, they are recognized Uni 10 scholars. So there should be any there shouldn't be any consent. Okay.
Okay, I would like to add to that. Okay, some of you also might worry, okay, how much do we have to pay? Because it's a loan in the first place, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, that's a good question. Yeah? How much you have to pay depends on how well you perform. Okay, the better you perform, the lesser you have to pay. That would be the answer. Okay, so for the highest rate is 25% payback. Okay, that's the highest. Okay, the lowest is 15%. Okay, 15, yeah. Provided that you got a 4.00. Okay, and a dean list. Okay, if you got a second class upper, okay, slightly higher, 20%. Okay, third class and all that, 25%. Okay, if you have to repeat the semester, 50%, 50. If you fail altogether, no choice, 100%. Okay, right. Any
So
more question
aiming
on
for
this?
the highest
Yeah.
CGPA that you can get. Okay, don't go for the lower one because we wanted to aim to pay less. All right. So I think as I mentioned in the first few of my slides, okay, the budgeting part. Okay, you cannot deny that education is very costly. So that's the fact that we need to accept, and you know, nothing is free anymore. Okay, and we do not know in the future. Okay, it's gonna get more and more expensive. Okay, so to those of you who are able to obtain the scholarship, so that's alhamdulillah, that's your rezeki. Okay, but then for those who are not able to obtain scholarship, does it mean that you have to, you know, not study because you don't get a scholarship? Okay, there's always way for you to study. As you know, education is the only way for you to move up, you know, to move up to a higher social status, to get better jobs, to be able to help your parents. Okay, so education is the only way. So you know, if you don't get scholarship, so the next option, the next best option that you have is education loan. And for me, Mara education loan is very, very reasonable because, you know, it is convertible education loan. Okay, and you don't get that in other loans. Okay.
Okay,
Alright.
see that we have like so many questions in the chat box here.
Oh, really?
Yep. Sirhan is busy answering.
Oh, okay. Okay. Sorry, moderator. The question and answer session will be done afterwards ke macam mana?
It should be afterward, but I think some of the questions are already being answered by
Mr.
Mr.
Sihan, the
Serhan.
moderator.
Yeah.
Okay, sure. So I'm just gonna continue, okay? And later on, if we have extra time after this, we can discuss more. Okay.
Okay.
So moving on to the how do we apply? Okay. Oops. Can you see that clearly? Boleh tak nampak? Kak Kiza, is that clear?
Yep.
Boleh.
Alright.
Yeah.
So here is the how do you apply to enter our program? Okay. So it's very limited time because the due date is 30th June. Okay. So you have to take your time to think about whatever you wanted based on the list of courses that we have presented. Okay. Decide your interest, business or science or engineering. Okay. And go to http apponline.mara.gov.my upim online. Okay, so I have answered a few questions in the Telegram, our Telegram chat regarding the upim online. Okay, it is best viewed using your laptop. Okay, and then if you have had the account online with upim online, you need to update your information, okay, especially the SPM result, because previously I think that students put the trial result. Okay, so now it's best for you to put in your actual result. Okay, and then by I think by 5th of July, the results will be announced, and you will know whether you are successful or you can not only successful, you also gonna know which program that you're gonna be assigned to. Okay, all right. So the contact number is there. So 03261340074. That's the landline. Okay, and then that's the WhatsApp line. Okay, and also you can also email to them at upim.bpt@mara.gov.my, or you can also direct your questions, okay, for faster response. I promise macam kilat, okay, to our Telegram group, okay, which will be shared by Mr. Sihan in the chat box. Okay, so the administrators of this program is there, so we can reply to your questions faster. Okay, all right. So Ms. Kiza, would you like to add anything else?
Okay. As we said, yeah, this is an opportunity for all of you. Okay. I think it's the fast track program and the safest program to go to university because the requirement is quite low with only 3.00. Okay. And provided that you pass all the subjects of course, accumulated CGPA should be 3.00 and pass all subjects. That's the requirement. In order for you to get that, what do you call it? That offer from Mara to the university later. Okay. For our part in KMKN, as we said, once you registered, you have to pay only a certain amount of fees. Aside from that, no more payment. Okay, for the whole semester because everything is included in that registration fees. Yeah, including the for some of you who like to know whether you have to pay the fees for MUAT and whatnot, it's inside of the registration fee already. And yes, we do offer MUAT also here. We're going to teach you how to take the MUAT exam, okay, and to prepare you for the exam at the college, okay? So you don't have to worry about that, okay? And then coming in to this program, you don't have to worry to compete with STPM leavers later on, diploma leavers later on, to go to university, because there is no limited placement at the universities that we have mentioned, because we have, we have made an IOU with them. As long as our students manage to get 3.00, pass all subjects, they will definitely go to that certain university.
Yeah, the word is guaranteed.
It's guaranteed. Okay, right.
And in terms of past students, okay, so far we have had only one batch, because this program is it's a new program. Okay, so that's why we are going all out to explain this program to MRSM students, because it is actually a good program. Okay, and you're not gonna get it anywhere else. Okay, so with the list of with the immense list of benefits that you're gonna get, okay, I am sure that you're gonna be making a right choice when you enter College Mara Kuala Nerang for the foundation program. Okay, and don't worry, Kuala Nerang being in a remote place, I'm sure looking at the chat, I think that's the concern. Kuala Nerang is not in Klang area. Yes, we are in the northernmost part of Malaysia. Okay, but then think about the universities that you're going to go after 1 year of your studies in Kuala Nerang. So what's that 1 year compared to the degrees that you're going to have in the modern universities? Yeah. Okay. So it shouldn't be a concern. We have basic facilities in Kuala Nerang. We have KFC, don't worry. So your needs for fast food sorted. Okay. All right. And we are not that remote, okay? We are only like half an hour away from Alostar. Okay. And in terms of students, in the first batch, we have quite a number of MRSM students as well. For my class, I have from MRSM typing, if you know them, Azim and Nuha. They are from my class. So the last, I think they are SPM 2019. Okay, so, and we have quite a few of MRSM students as well. So why worry? Go KMKN.
I do have questions.
Yeah.
So you, Miss Syafeeza and Miss Kiza already talked about how the program is. So I think student wants to know how actually their routine at KMKN.
The what? Come
routine.
again?
Student routine.
Routine. Okay, student routine. You're gonna have, of course, the classes will start at 8 in the morning and ends 4:30 in the afternoon. Okay, in between there will be a prayer break and also tea break and also lunch break. Okay, so the duration for each tutorial classes is 1 hour, and for lab, it can go up to 2 hours. Okay. In terms of, besides going to classes and whatnot, students don't have prep, okay, when you enter College Mara. So after you have completed your academic hours, you are allowed to do recreational activities. We have lots of facilities for you to try, okay? And then at night, you can spend time to study on your own at your hostel. Okay, so very typical foundation life. If you go to other places, the foundation life is very much like school life, but I think it's simpler in the terms of you don't have to wear uniforms. Okay, we also have clubs for you to enter, and also you are going to be also representing colleges, the college, to go to competitions. Okay, but due to the pandemic, now have more online competitions. I think it's the same for MRSM as well. Okay, so gone are the good days that we're going to have like face-to-face competition, but then it is still fun. Okay, Arif?
Okay. Actually, I noticed that once the foundation studies is scholarship by Mara, but once you go to undergraduate studies, it will be alone. So during undergraduates, what actually the Mara will cover? Is it tuition fees only or accommodation?
Okay, Mara will provide tuition fees definitely, and also they will provide you allowance depending on the location that your university is gonna be. Okay, there are rates. If it's in the city area, the rates are higher. So, but then specifically, we are not sure because that part was not explained to us. I think that will be more briefed more when you enter the degree program. Okay, but worry not. You're not gonna be hungry. You're not gonna be homeless. You will be well taken care of.
Right.
Okay, so we can open if there are any other questions from the viewers.
Okay, tak apa. Cikgu rasa cikgu buka ni siapa yang nak bertanya boleh unmute. Boleh unmute dia punya mic. Kalau nak tanya. Cikgu loud benda tu. Puan Syafeeza, saya nak tanya. Okay, kalau lah katakan pelajar ni sambung untuk apa ni asasi dekat sana kan, Kolej Mara kan. Dia kena ada certain, dia kena ada dapat capai point-point kan dalam akademik, betul tak?
Dia untuk masuk ke Kolej Mara, dia
Ke universiti,
memenuhi
ke universiti.
universiti.
Maksudnya
3.00.
3.00. Okay, kalau kata dia tak achieve, apa yang akan berlaku?
Okay, kalau dia tak achieve, apa yang akan berlaku is that dia still akan ditawarkan ke universiti of dia punya pilihan, tetapi dia tak dapat Mara loan.
I see. So sepanjang Kolej Mara ni dilaksanakan, ada tak pelajar yang susah nak achieve? Ada tak?
Untungnya dia belajar di Kolej Mara ni, kita akan work our best to make sure that students akan lepas. So because requirement dia 3.00 kan, so it's not even 3.50. So insyaAllah with the right attitude and the right motivation, students boleh lepas 3.00.
Dan lagi satu, kita dekat college because we have close monitoring dengan student. Jadi kita tak biar student tu. Daripada first sem, most especially daripada quizzes yang kita buat sebelum mid-sem, and of course masa mid-sem tu kita dah ada target list, those yang lepas, those yang tak lepas yang 3.00. So daripada situ kita dah memang monitor yang those yang need extra help memang akan dibagi extra helps. And for your information, the teachers or the lecturers at the college are very dedicated ones. Memang akan ada extra classes and all that, so you don't have to worry. So kita tak lepas lah the students.
Don't worry.
Memang kita monitor daripada semester 1.
Our students.
Yep.
Tak percaya tanya ex-students. I have dalam komen ni Afiq and Izzati. I'm still obsessed over them, although I have taught them in 2007.
Okay. Good. Okay, kita teruskan pada soalan ni. Ada soalan ni. Wong boleh baca, Wong?
Right.
Macam mana nama dia Wong?
So my friends have a questions, tapi dia malu untuk tanya kat sini.
Okay, boleh.
Jika dia tak lepas minimum requirement to inter college Mara, is it possible for he or she to enter Kolej Mara?
Okay, nasihat saya, apply je.
Apply dulu, macam mana pun.
Kita tak tahu rezeki kita macam mana kan. So apply dulu, okay. Sebaik-baiknya memenuhi requirement, tapi apply je. Jangan give up. Okay, sebab tu we encourage everybody to apply. So even if you wanted to apply for scholarship program ke apa, apply je untuk UPIM online ni. In case you don't get that, you have this. Rather than you go to open program kan, like rather than you go to matriculation program, So it depends on your result, correct? So if you get 3.0, it's not necessary that you're going to get the course that you wanted. So as compared to ours, so when you get 3.00, you know that you have a place already in that specific university. So basically, you're one footstep away from from getting into the degree program, provided that you pass with the 3.00 CGPA in foundation. Okay, so it's not like open matriculation program in which you're gonna get courses that probably you like, but then you have to take it because that's what you are qualified with. Okay.
Okay, Puan Syafeeza dan Puan Kiza ada ni. Okay, saya rasa kita betul tak saya punya pernyataan ni. Asasi Kolej Mara ni hanya ada dekat Kolej Mara Kulim and Kolej Mara Kuala Nerang saja. Is it?
Okay. So program Asasi Kolej Mara eksklusif di Kolej Mara Kuala Nerang. Dekat Kolej Mara Kulim dia run program YTP.
Oh, okay. Okay, maksudnya dekat Kuala Nerang ni akan ada tiga course tadi tu lah. Asasi sains, asasi teknologi dengan asasi perniagaan.
Correct.
Betul? Okay, jelas. Okay.
Untuk setiap yang course tu, contoh foundation in business, foundation in accounting semua tu, berapa kuota untuk kuota pelajar untuk setiap tu?
Okay, kuota pelajar yang tu cuma BPT je yang tahu. Kita tak tahu, mungkin dia nak 1,000 orang, mungkin dia nak 500 orang, yang tu dia orang je tahu. Okay, so jangan lambat-lambat. Satu kita saya cakap ini. Excuse me.
Okay, ini terbuka kepada semua pelajar kan? Tak kisah pelajar MARA ke pelajar MRSM ataupun pelajar kementerian kan?
Terbuka kepada semua. Jadi kita nak prioritaskanlah kita punya students.
Kita punya rangka promotion ni start with MRSM dahulu. We haven't started with schools later.
Fiza, saya nak tanya sikit.
Yes. Siapa tu?
Saya nak tanya sikit.
Ya, boleh.
Pasal apa beza dia yang program ni dengan program fast track MARA dulu
Beza program ni dengan program fast track MARA. Okay.
Ya.
Program fast track MARA saya rasa dibuat dekat other institution. Macam untuk Kolej Mara Kuala Nerang, program ni baru je dibuat. And then boleh consider fast track juga sebab kita program kita cuma 1 tahun, iaitu 2 semester untuk students melayakkan diri untuk masuk ke undergraduate studies. Harap menjawab soalan Cik ya.
Okay, tadi mungkin saya terlepas juga Puan Syafeeza, Puan Kiza. Kalau kata ada pelajar yang syarat tak lepas, syarat dia CP-CP macam mana? Boleh kita galakkan dia memohon ataupun tak payah mohon langsung?
Mohon. Digalakkan memohon. Macam kita kata sekarang ni, mohon je dulu.
Betul.
Okay? Jangan risau. Kalau ada rezeki insya-Allah.
Betul.
Ya. Jangan takut sebab katalah dia nak 4B. Tiba-tiba dia dapat 3 je B. Lagi satu tu B minus lah, katakanlah. Lepas tu dia takut nak mohon, langsung tak mohon. Langsung tak ada rezeki. Cuba mohon dulu insya-Allah. Ya. Apa-apa pun apply dulu.
Kita takut pelajar kita ni dia confuse dengan YTP. Betul lah kita ni, betul lah program ni ada dekat bawah YTP. Tapi benda ni lain daripada YTP, betul tak?
Lain.
Kan?
Laluan dia pun berbeza. Macam apa? Kita punya pemilik program adalah bahagian pendidikan tinggi.
Betul.
Untuk program YTP, dia ada bahagian penganjuran.
Betul.
And then dia buka untuk 3 hari je. Saya rasa dia nak tutup dah. Buka yesterday, today and tomorrow.
Yang mana? Yang untuk yang ni? Untuk Kolej Asasi ni?
YTP.
Yes. Betul. Dia dah buka awal dah hari tu.
Kita ada lagi sampai 30 hari bulan.
Assalamualaikum, nak tanya.
Waalaikumsalam. Ya.
Kan untuk UPIM ada 6 pilihan kita boleh pilih.
Betul.
So kalau choices tu dia tengok tak? Kalau you nak KM ni kita letak first choice, dan kalau kita letak sixth choice nanti dia tengok yang first choice je. Dulu macam mana? Faham tak?
Faham. Okey. Yang tu bahagian penganjuran bahagian pendidikan tinggi yang akan decide. Untuk Kolej Mara, bagi kami, daripada Kolej Mara, kami cuba menerima apa-apa yang dihantar ke Kolej Mara. Maknanya kalau permohonan students yang akan tapis, yang akan tengok dia punya priority macam mana, semua akan pergi kepada BPT. Bukan bahagian
untuk yang menjawab soalan tu, kalau seboleh-bolehnya letak yang first choice dulu lah yang paling atas. Dia akan tengok juga yang tu. So first choice paling atas, lepas tu second choice yang kedua dan seterusnya. Okay. Dan of course dia akan tengok yang first choice tu, tengok dengan qualification. Okay ke tak? Lepas tu kalau tak, dia akan turun ke yang kedua. Macam tu.
Oh, and then tambahan baru untuk kita punya program asasi perniagaan, macam tahun lepas kita tak ada offer Bachelor in Accounting. Tahun ni Mara berjaya untuk deal and we are able to supply our students to do Bachelor in Accounting. Okay, so that's a good progress. So sesiapa yang berminat untuk buat Bachelor in Accounting, kena pilihlah list of universities yang betul yang ada offer program accounting tu. Contoh macam
Syafeeza, kalau saya nak tanya soalan tambahan ni.
Ya, boleh.
Kalau contoh dia, anak saya terpilih untuk masuk sampai ke program first degree dia, and then dia sampai dah tahun akhir tu dia nak melanjutkan pelajaran, adakah pinjaman tu diteruskan ke macam mana?
Oh, okey. Dari segi tu, yang ternyata dalam syarat untuk foundation program sehingga habis first degree.
First degree saja.
Ya, untuk first degree saja. Untuk sambungan, mungkin dia boleh deal dengan Mara selepas dia habis belajar.
Okay, terima kasih, Syafeeza.
Sama.
Oh, Puan Syafeeza, saya sikit.
Yes, saya.
Saya nak confirm tentang accountancy punya universiti. Saya realise kat sini yang offer untuk accountancy degree ialah Taylor and APU dan APU kot. Saya nak confirm.
Sorry Puan Zuraini, kurang jelas sikit suara.
Okay, saya nak tanya tentang accountancy punya universiti. Yang saya check Taylor University dan juga APU. Okay, saya nak verify adakah both university ni ada platinum status on accountancy sama macam Sunway dan juga KDU. Okay, saya nak verify sebab saya tak familiar
Dekat Taylor tu ya?
platinum status dia punya status lah di universiti. KDU dan juga Taylor. Macam KDU dan Sunway memang platinum status. Dengan APU macam mana?
Okey, kalau dekat yang diberikan list kepada kami yang ada Bachelor of Accounting, semua dekat Uni KL, and then ada dekat MMU and also Uni 10, UCSI tak ada. Ada UCSI ada, Taylor tak ada.
Platinum status ni macam mana?
Dia punya status of degree program tu ke macam mana?
Dia kalau accountancy kan dia ada platinum status macam KDU, Sunway, dia ada platinum status. So this one dia ada privilege lah on professional punya exam tu lah.
Oh, macam untuk join professional body tu ya?
Dia punya status what we call it platinum status. KDU yang Sunway memang. Yang Taylor saya try Google tapi saya tak jumpa.
Okey. Kalau macam tu boleh tak kita akan KIV soalan Puan tu sebab saya sendirilah tak pasti benda tu sebab dia untuk dia macam lebih kepada peringkat BPT sebenarnya. Okey, tapi tak apa, kita akan tolong tanyakan, and then kalau Puan boleh follow kami punya Telegram, nanti kita akan cuba jawab kat situ ya.
Alright. Okay, thank you.
Saya rasa kita memang tak ada maklumat tentang ALP tu sebab dalam maklumat kami memang tak adalah. So apa yang Puan boleh buat adalah mungkin Puan boleh call ke universiti tersebut dan tanya yang tentang ALP tu. Saya rasa yang tu mungkin boleh membantu.
Okey, saya rasa dah tak ada soalan untuk ini. Kalau ada soalan mungkin para pelajar atau ibu bapa boleh ajukan pada nombor yang berada di skrin dan nombor WhatsApp serta di laman UPIM. Saya ucapkan ucapan ribuan terima kasih kepada Puan Norhaskiza dan Puan Syafeeza atas perkongsian yang saya rasa amat bermaklumat ini. Terima kasih juga pada rakan strategi ANSARA Taiping iaitu Unit Bimbingan dan Kaunseling MSM Taiping, Amas Media, TNFN Disedian Berhad dan Outpost Taiping. Baiklah, kita sudah sampai ke akhir majlis. Kita tutup majlis kita dengan tasbih kafarah dan surah Al-As.
Puan Syafeeza,
Ya saya.
boleh tak kita dapat slide ni?
Boleh?
Boleh? Okey,
Boleh,
saya
boleh,
hantar saya punya email, Puan Syafeeza hantar kat saya.
Okey.